And now that I'm done being nice, it's time to unleash the Madame Koi Koi from within me. The storytelling over here is subpar. Hello and welcome to Nollywood Fellow, a channel where I take you through Nollywood films. And today a series. Today's series is The Origin, Madame Koi Koi, which is this horror limited series that's on Netflix. The story of Madame Koi Koi is an urban legend that people in Nigeria have grown up hearing about, especially those who've lived in hostels and dormitories in Nigeria. Amanda, a bright student, moves to this new school and hostel, and she has this recurring dream of a ghost, and these dreams coincide with some actual supernatural events that take place. Now this is an amazing story over here, one that has supernatural elements, vengeance, native occult, herbalists, and all of that. And on top of all of that, there is also this ingredient of nostalgia, especially for Nigerian viewers. And despite all of that, this limited series is thoroughly underwhelming. And that's actually surprising considering how many things the movie got right. First thing first, the movie is really well shot. The ghost or spirit of Madame Koi Koi is very nicely brought to screen. The red lighting and the CGI is it's noteworthy. It's better than other things I've seen in Nollywood so far. And there's also this nice camera shot every time Amanda wakes up from her dream of Madame Koi Koi. There's this nice shot where the camera rotates, and it's very nicely done. The production design, art, makeup, costume, all of that is on point. And now that I'm done being nice, it's time to unleash the Madame Koi Koi from within me. The storytelling over here is subpar, and it gets nothing about the genre right. It's a horror series, limited series, with zero jump scares. Zero. And despite such good visualization of the ghost and despite such good CGI, it's only the final showdown that scares you to the slightest bit, So there are no chills which you'd expect from a horror movie. All you get here is a chilled out pace, which is the last thing you want in this genre. Unless it's like this chilled out pace which is setting groundwork for a sudden jump scare, and even that doesn't happen here. The story just takes its own sweet time explaining things, and it's like, okay, I understand what's happening, now let's move on. That's the frame of mind you'll be while watching this. Everything is stretched so much. It's like the editor has worked half time and the dialogue writer has worked overtime. So if you're watching this movie and you go for a pee break and you miss out some dialogues, when you come back, the same dialogues would be there again. The dialogues are so repetitive, so redundant, and it is just a waste of time. The direction and attention to detail in the movie is all over the place. Like at the start, there is this assembly scene where there is this disciplinarian, super strict mother superior who is taking this assembly of all the students, and there are these newbies who are just talking to each other, in such a situation. People do talk to each other, but there's a way in which you talk to each other. Like there'll be minimum head movements and you'll be like, who are these guys? Forget them, they're not good people. That's not how it is over here. Here it's like, who are these people? Oh, they are bad people. Don't look at them. Don't be like them. What the hell? And talking about attention to detail, there's this one scene where these three guys are coming back from playing. They're wearing white tanks, and they've just come after a game of volleyball or something, and their tanks are like crisp white. You could even see you could visualize the plastic in which they've just been taken out of. So that was really badly done. Also, things like Deyemi, Okanlawon's character, he looks like he's straight out of the 70s, while that is set in the 90s. Even though that can be excused as a one-off character sketch. Talking of character sketches, that is surprisingly something that the series was not bad with. Now I have to talk about one problematic thing with Madame Koi Koi, and that is the casual sprinkling of across both episodes. It's very callous, to say the least. What's worse is that one of them was shot in a very graphic way. Now, I know just last week in my review of Ngannou, I praised the craft of a similar scene, but the difference between that and this is, in that scene, the violence or the disturbing part of it was played up, and here the sexual part was played up, and that was in very bad taste. Moving on to the performances. Ireti Doyle as Mother Superior has just lived the character. You feel a bit intimidated when she's on screen. That's how good she's embodied the role. Chuks Joseph. Well, I remember Chuks Joseph was there in one of the first movies I reviewed on this channel, Dark October, I guess. And he did a stellar job there. And here he plays the school ground bully very well. Great job over there. Ejiro Onojaife, I hope I pronounced that right, as Ibukun has a really challenging role, and she has done justice to her role as well. Martha Ehinome as Amanda has done a good job as well. So has Jude chukwuka. And coming to Deyemi Okanlawon, well, he's a great actor. He barely goes wrong, and here his role didn't call for anything praiseworthy. So I'll just say he did a good job. I mean, he did whatever he had to. Now, one more thing that was really disturbing me was why the 2 episodes. I mean, I get it if a limited episode series has like 3 to 4 episodes. What's it with these 2 episodes? And that too when it is so stretched. It would have been better as a movie, or even better as a short movie, because there is so much of redundancies that could have been taken off, and it could have been made into a good short film, or if not short film, at least a good film. Why was it made into a series is something I just don't get. All in all, it's a great story with great jobs by the actors and technicians, and it's still a shit movie or series or whatever. In conclusion, I'd say if you haven't seen it, don't see it. Check out this YouTube film called Into the Wild by Critics Production instead. I'll leave the link for that in the comments, and I'll talk more about those guys in one of my upcoming videos. And that's it from me, Nollywood fellow. If you've seen the movie, series, whatever, if you've seen it and you agree with me, do let me know that in the comments. If you don't agree with me, try to convince me in the comments. Anyways, do leave a comment. It feels nice to know what you guys think about things that I say. And do like, share, subscribe, and until next time, this is me, Nolly Goodfellow, signing off. Bye, take care.